Hello everybody. So today is another exciting day in the Cobb's house. So I'm going to do a couple of things today. One I haven't done in over 20 years, so we'll see how I go with that. And the other one I'd done a few weeks ago, but it's turned out that well. I'm going to do it again. So we'll start with, I'll show you what I'm going to do anyway. So first one is this bad lad. Yep, it's a beauty. So I'm going to use this for guanciale, and then I'll probably use the rest of the meat for sausage meat, because it is brilliant. It's beautiful sausage meat, and I'll add that with the normal stuff I use. Okay, so don't too freak out. It is what it is, and I'll treat it with respect, as I do with everything. And the next one, I've got a lovely line there with the belly on, as you can see there, it's lovely. So I'll take the kidney out, take the fillet out, take the strap off, and then tidy it up. We'll bone this out, and that's going to go into bacon again. So I'm going to do another batch of Ayrshire. The batch I've already done, that's going in the smoker tomorrow. I'm going to give it the first 6 hours tomorrow, see how that takes, and then potentially I'll do another one next week after I've allowed it in the fridge for a few days. And this one will take at least 14 days to cure, and then we'll do the same process again. Right, that should give you a decent angle, so you can see what I'm doing as such. So like I said before, with the knife, use a blunt knife you're going to cut yourself. So this is a Victorinox caribou. It's got a flex on the blade. That's what I used to use when I worked in the slaughterhouse and stuff. So it's a good knife, very good butcher's friend that. So anyway, we'll just start chopping some of this off. Take the kidney, and I'm going to take the fillet out. This is the fillet, okay? That's your pork fillet. So it's just a matter of keeping the bone. Don't go bonkers, just take your time a bit. Especially if you don't know what you're doing as such, or it's your first time you're doing it. Right, then this bit of fat there, we're just going to take off. We don't really want that on there. We're just going to peel that off. Come on. It's just me waist bag. So down here you've got just like a natural cut in there, so you can cut through these. You don't want to go too far. And then we can just wrap these bones out. And like before, you can keep these bones for if you want to do ribs in the oven, that side of things. So you might see this a little bit. So all I'm going to is following the last rib as such, and I'm just following that down. You can see that there. And then from here, I'm just going to go down the back of the ribs. And all you're doing is keeping the knife close to the bone. So again, if you haven't done this before, take your time. If you're working in meat factories and stuff, then you've got to wear chainmail aprons, chainmail gloves, star press type of thing to stop you injuring yourself badly. So as long as you're careful and your knife sharp, you should be alright. Okay, so see, all you're doing is following the contours of the bone. With butchering, when I was a young lad, it wasn't necessarily deemed as anything special, it was just a trade. Now, like chefing, it's quite sexy. You've got all these fancy shops, these dry edge cabinets and stuff. We didn't have them. But if it brings the trade back, I'm all for it, believe me. So I'd love to see everybody going to the local butcher and not going to your supermarkets. Because one day, if you don't start going to the local butcher, it won't be there anymore. And then you're right in it. Because you'll only be getting what you're given, not what you asked for. Your supermarkets now, all they're doing is dealing with prime cuts, so you never see the other stuff. Some are better than others, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them they're not interested in. With pig's heads as an example, very rare you see them because there's too much work in it. Plus, like I said, there's no winning them really, unless you're a butcher, small butcher, and you're just trying to make as much as you can out of what you've got. So all I'm doing here is trimming this up. Bit of back fat there, which is pure gold. So I want to keep that for various other projects. So I'll keep that. The other stuff I'm not going to use. Okay. Right. So there's a line. I'll just trim that end off a little bit. Just want to square it off. So it's nice and clean. And again, I want the back fat. Okay, so the last bit I want to do on this, I'm going to take the skin back from about here. So when I roll it up, I've only got the rind on the outside as such. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Again, nice and gentle. You don't want to go right through and make a complete bolt of it. That's all you're trying to do, is just get to the top bit. Right, I'll crack on doing this. Come back in a bit. Okay, so I've got the skin off, like I said. Just so far back, right? So what I need to do now is basically sort of roll it up, and then I'll string it up once it's secured. Okay. So what I need to do now, because I'm going to put this in a backpack bag, and I haven't got one big enough, I'm going to have to just cut this in half, and then we'll sort the cure out. Alright. I do need to invest in a bigger butcher's knife, but that'll do for what I need for now. But you can see anyway, pretty beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful thing, isn't it? Right, I'll sort the cures out, get them in the bags. I'll do that bit of trimming up, and then we'll start the head. Okay, so we're going to start the pig's head now. So I'm going to do it from the back and then start taking it down. And we work through it. So it's been a while, so we'll see how we get on again there. I'm going to go for the cheeks first. Just going to try and peel them back. Just get as close into the bone as I can. I don't want to mark them too much. Just follow that down. Fill a jawbone there. So I'll go around. It's just a case of take your time. You can see it, just follow it around, avoid the teeth. That's the cheek there. We'll put some tidying up to do obviously. Just get it up and over. And these bits of meat, they're amazing for sausage. Just little buggers to get out. Right, so the next bit we're going to do the jaw. Just going to take the jaw out and scrape the rest of the meat off. It's just some bits inside that you wouldn't generally get at otherwise. Okay, so that's the pig's head sorted out. So that's the pig's cheeks there. We're going to put them in some cure for a few days, and then we're going to let them dry in the chamber to be guanciale. Pig's ears, like I say, I'm not really going to do anything with. That's the pig's head sorted out, and that's the trim we've gotten from the pig's head and from the loin and the belly. So not bad, not bad.